Carol makes a request today on Weekend at the Cottage. Welcome to Weekend at the Cottage. I'm Nick Manojlovic. Yes, you often see me doing the videos for Weekend at the Cottage, but the other brains behind Weekend at the Cottage is the incredible Carol Bugazzi. You're gonna love Carol even more when you hear this. She called me from the city and said, "Look, come on, Nick, let's do a chocolate chip cookie recipe." I was like, okay, let's do that. We put it through the test kitchen and have come away with a really delicious chocolate chip cookie recipe we know you're gonna love as much as we do. The recipe begins with us taking some dry ingredients. I have 2 1/4 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm stirring those ingredients together before I transfer them into a sieve and sift them together. We crafted our chocolate chip cookie recipe using a stand mixer. Why not? It makes it so easy. I'm taking the bowl of a stand mixer into which we're placing 2 sticks of butter at room temperature. We're using 2 different types of sugar for this recipe, 1 cup of loosely packed dark brown sugar, and then half a cup of granulated sugar. This is gonna help the cookies get nice and crispy around the edges. Butter, 2 sugars in the bowl, paddle attachment. We lock the mechanism, and then we're gonna cream those ingredients together until light and fluffy. Next, we're adding 2 eggs, also at room temperature. Add them 1 at a time. Add 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Work the vanilla in, and then we add our dry mix little by little. You can stop the machine, lift it, take a spatula, bring those ingredients down to the bottom of the well, and then continue. Right about now, you're feeling pretty good. You created a wicked cookie dough, but what would chocolate chip cookies be without chocolate chips? I'm adding 2 cups of milk chocolate chips. Just run the machine for 1 additional moment. Your chocolate chip cookie dough is done. Now we're gonna preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Rack is in the middle position. Now I'm taking baking sheets lined with parchment paper. I'm also taking 2 tablespoons to grab about a tablespoon of the dough. The second spoon allows me to kind of plunk down that dough, forming the first cookie, and you continue until you have 12 cookies on your baking sheet. Last thing before they go in the oven, we found a really great flavor combination when we took sea salt flakes and sprinkled a little bit of salt on top of each cookie. It's really a fantastic flavor. You are gonna love it. We're now transferring our baking sheet into the oven. Set your timer for somewhere between 12 to 15 minutes. The outside edge is nice and crispy golden, and then the inside is still kind of soft. Take the cookies out of the oven. Let them cool on the baking sheet for about 2 to 3 minutes before you lift them, and then transfer them onto a wire rack to cool completely. Just so you know, your kitchen, whether you're doing this at home or at the cottage, is gonna smell really delicious. Your yield on the recipe is 36 cookies, although the first 6 are probably gonna disappear real quick, which is funny because that's exactly what happened to me. These chocolate chip cookies with that sea salt flake top are sensational. Carol, I hope you enjoy these cookies as much as I enjoyed crafting them just for you and everybody else out there. Chocolate chip cookies for everyone. Until next time, take care. Look at that, crispy and soft. I love these cookies, soft in the middle. Amazing, seriously. A little salty too, fantastic.